To make your battle vest, you first need a vest, needles, some thread, holding pins, and the patches, of course. Don't forget the scissors. Now let's choose a patch. Ah, Zentrix. Excellent choice, sir. Now you need to find a location for this patch. Yeah, I think that lines up pretty well if I do say so myself. Now, use the holding pins to hold the patch in place. Who'd have thunk it? Oh, yes, a second holding pin. Better safe than sorry. Good job. Now for the fun part. We've got the needle. We've got our thread. Now for the length of thread I use about an arm's length. But keep in mind, I'm built like a gorilla, so you might need a bit more. Now you want to take the end of the thread and give it a quick lick. Nothing too much, you don't owe it money. Now to thread it through the eye of the needle. This'll take just a second. Or two. There we go. Nailed it! Now this is the part I fecking can't stand. Tying up the needle. Yeah, I'm pretty hopeless at this. I usually tie it about 3 times just to make sure it's nice and secure. You don't want that coming off, halfway through the sewing. So yeah, 3 times seems to be a good number. It doesn't really come off. It's just very fiddly with my big sausage fingers. Once that's done, you want to find the other end of the thread. And what I do is I put it around my finger like that and tie it off twice. I then simply roll it off my fingertip and roll it between my finger and thumb like I'm rolling it into a ball. This will automatically make a knot. Very simple, easy to do. And then you just want to pinch it and pull it along. This will just stretch it out, give you a bit more thread, and it'll tighten the knot more. Simples. Now always make sure when you start you go up through the bottom of the patch. Just so that nasty looking knot remains on the inside of the jacket so all the world can't see it. I then like to put the needle in about a finger space apart and then hook it back through the other side. That seems to be the quickest and most efficient way for me to do it. You also want to make sure you are pulling that thread all the way out, so make sure you are doing it the arm's length. If it snags, you're going to lose the thread and you probably need to redo everything. Just thought I'd fast forward through the boring bits. Now once you get to the corners, I like to do a bit of in-out action in the corners, make it extra strong. You do not want a corner to become loose. That will tear off very easily. So yeah, I do this quite a bit. I probably go up and down about 6-7 times just to make sure that that corner is held tight. If you're wondering why I've got plasters on, it's nothing to do with the sewing. I am a professional at all times. That was just random accidents that happened right as I was about to do this video. Ignore them, I'm a professional. So yeah, always turn the vest. Make it as easy for yourself as possible. I'm a lefty, so I like to go from left to right. That's easier for me, so I turn the vest accordingly. Now as you reach the holding pin, make sure to take the holding pin out first before you go past it, just so the patch remains flat against the vest. Oh, looks like you might have drawn some blood there, fella. That calls for one thing. That's right. Good old beer. That cures everything. Feeling better yet, mate? There we go. Right, I'm determined to get through this video without any more accidents or injuries. Fingers crossed. You totally can't tell I had a cold whilst making this video. Now look how ruffled up the bottom of that vest is. I don't know why I decided to pinch it there. This is the worst case scenario you could ever make, and I'm about to find out very soon why you shouldn't rush through and do it like this. Oh, cunt. That's right. Needle's gone through the other side. I didn't even notice, and now it's attached. I'm going to have to pull that out. But I'm about to make another mistake. Well, not mistake, but I'm going to do this in a stupid way. As you can see, I'm about to cut the thread from right up against the needle, which means I then have to tie the needle again, which I fucking hate. Really, I should have cut the other end and then just made a knot in the end of the thread, which I find much easier. Oh, you bitch. As you can see, I'm not having a great day. That is why this audio and this footage are separated by about a week. Well done. I swear that one time I record footage of sewing on a patch, I make every mistake in the book. I've never done this before. I don't know how I sewed one end of the vest to the other, but it had to happen on film, didn't it? Make me look like a right knob. Finally near the end. Now I've looped all the way back round to the start, and now I'm just going to put the needle through the vest at the bottom several times just to tie it off and keep it secure. You don't want it coming loose, so you just want to tie it off a good few times. I don't know how many times I do it in this video. I probably do it about 8, so I have to skip some footage, but then yeah, just snip it off with the scissors and you're done. celebrate with a roar. Now to admire your handiwork. Blood, sweat and tears went into this. I hope it was worth it. Yeah, crap. So the video went from a how-to and pretty quickly turned into a how not to. Turned into a comedy video pretty quickly, although I didn't find it funny at the time, but now I do. Anyway, since then I've taken off the patch and stitched it back on properly. This time it's lined up much better. Yeah, no mistakes without the camera on me this time. For some reason, when the camera's on me, I just made every mistake I possibly could. Sod's law. What can you do? Anyway, yeah, now it's looking much better, as you can see. And since then, I've attached the Iron Maiden Peace of Mind patch onto the other side. That one's looking pretty good too. So, yeah, hope you liked the video, and I'll see you again real soon.